night, everybody. Everybody, what up? How we doing? Friday Night Spikes. I'm Anthony Ranaudo. I am solo tonight. I am solo again. If you guys were here today for Glue Guys, thank you for being there. I was solo today. This is back-to-back running it by myself. Yeah, it's crazy. But I'm going to let the room fill up a little bit. I'm watching my LSU Tigers over here. We had some good Friday night baseball. We had a couple double headers for a couple SEC teams, but overall, the SEC fared pretty well tonight. Pretty basic slate. I don't think I'm looking around. I don't think there are any upsets right now. Let me look at the scoreboard. But what up, DW, BTTS? I got to figure out how do we say your name? DW? We just say DW. What up, Chris? How we doing? The Horns, are they still up 6-1? That was the last time that I checked. Rios, again, what are we doing, dude? Why isn't he in the big leagues? What is he doing pitching Friday nights in the SEC? Put him in pro ball. Rios, get him out of there. 12 punchies and 6 strikeouts. 12 punchies and 6 innings and like 80 pitches. Like, what are we doing? It looks like Texas is still up 6-1. Oh my God, he's the best. Horton, I haven't even watched him pitch yet. That's like tomorrow morning when I wake up, like that's my breakfast and coffee, watching Ruger pitch tomorrow. I'm not even like doing it any disservice because I didn't want to interrupt it tonight because I knew I was going to have to go live. I didn't want to ruin it. I saw the box score. Damn, they scored again though. What's going on here? That's what happens. You take Ruger out and that's what happens. Somebody comes in and they give up a run. Upstate, actually, if you guys were here during the show during the day, Upstate, I think is batting 296 as a team. So again, Ruger like wasn't facing anybody that was a joke. How about my LSU boys up 15-2? Everybody was nervous about LSU. They came out swinging the bats, lots of homers. Is Jake Brown up right now? Is this him right? No, it's not him. I think he's coming up this inning though. Jake Brown has a chance to hit his 4th home run. Kentucky came back. What are we talking about? Kentucky won. Kentucky won. BTTS. I like it. There we go. That's what we're going to call you from now on. I love it. Grubb's struggling a bit. That's the pitcher for Texas right now. Yeah. I think, is Jake Brown up next? Where are my Tiger fans? I know we got Tiger fans in the chat. Is Jake Brown coming up? Is he going to have a chance? Is Jay Johnson going to let him try to hit a 4th home run? How did South Carolina do? That was the only one that I hadn't checked on yet. Did they win their game? I'm really hoping that they did. Is Jake Brown? Oh, no. Jake Brown's on deck now. I see him on deck over there. I told you Texas was going to swing it a little bit against Upstate, right? Look at this. Mendoza with a homer. Robbins with a homer. Becerra with another home run. Borba with another home run. Unbelievable. These boys. These Texas boys. What? Nobody was on base? They have 4 homers and only 6 runs? That's crazy. Mississippi State doing their thing. Texas A&M up 9-1 in their second game. How about Ole Miss? Where are my Ole Miss fans? I'm really thinking Cade Townsend's going to be your Friday night starter, guys. Sorry to if anybody's a huge Hunter Elliott fan. I'm a huge Hunter Elliott fan. I really like him. He's not the Friday guy right now. He is not the Friday guy. All right, I think we got Jake Brown action. I think we got Jake Brown. Here it is. Here it is. I'm going to put a little sound on. Where are my Tiger fans? We got Tiger fans. Are we going to win this? Are we going to celebrate this together live on Friday Night Spikes? Jake Brown's 4th home run. Ronnie Rance is I think is it Ronnie Rance that's on the call right now? I think he called it earlier. I need some more water. Damn. Oh my God, Jake Brown. What are we doing? Unbelievable. What is he doing? Swings at the first pitch and just grounds out to third base. He didn't want it. Nope. He didn't want it. He didn't want it. That's funny. All right. Dang, that stinks. I'm just kidding. He definitely wanted it. Let's see. What do we got, chat? What do we got? How's Jeremy Scott? How's the Tide doing? I saw it was the first inning right when I was starting the show, or it was like the second inning. Texas already warming another pitcher. That's not good. Wind's blowing out a ton in Austin. Really? All the others don't get out. Interesting. All right. What do we got? How did South Carolina do? Did anybody am I gonna have to look this up? They're not in my top 25 on D1. They're on my only SEC. Well, I guess Vanderbilt too, but let's see. We got to check how LJ Mercure. So Alabama's up 2-0 in the third. It looks like Ole Miss is now up 13-0. Cade Townsend's your Friday night guy, Ole Miss fans. That's what I was saying. Sorry, I love Hunter Elliott, but he is struggling with command right now. So feel bad for him. What do we got? OF. What do we got? I'll take what we can get after last week. Yeah, go Tigers, definitely. But that's what I was saying. I said if they break out this weekend, that's a really nice sign going into SEC play. Why did Oklahoma and Santa Clara get canceled? We got bad weather out in Oklahoma or what? Auburn won 10-0. Jake Marciano with another 6 innings. Shutty. He did have his first walk tonight. Jake Marciano is human. He walked his first guy of the season, but had another 6 strikeouts in 6 innings. His ERA is at like a 1.4. Let's see. Mississippi State. Tomas Tomas, the Saturday pitcher for Mississippi State. I got to learn how to say his name. Why did he only throw 4 innings? Was it because of pitch count? He was a little wild today. I saw that his pitch count got a little high. What do we got, State fans? What do we got in the chat? And Florida, are we about to lose a game against High Point again on Friday night? Is that really about to happen? What's going on, Florida? How does this happen? Oh, we got Randy in the chat saying Robbins' homer leaves the yard without any wind. Robbins is legit. He's one of my favorite players in the country. And like I said, he transferred from Seton Hall. He's a Jersey guy, or at least he played ball in Jersey. Tennessee winning the game 4-3. They snuck it out. How'd they win that one? Where are my Rocky Top fans? How about Kentucky needing a comeback win? I was out here talking about Jackson Jelkin. He's been number 5 or 6 in my rankings for starting pitching, and he got shelled tonight against Citadel. Before on my preseason or my pre-weekend show, I was talking about how Citadel was barely batting 200. So that was interesting. Jackson Jelkin, he gave up 8 hits in 5 innings. Only 1 strikeout, 1 walk. So it wasn't like he was falling behind guys. But this is what we talk about. We talk about Friday night guys, right? And on this show, Friday Night Spikes, Jackson Jelkin is going to be a first rounder. Dude gives up I think he gave up 4 earned runs or 5 of those earned runs in the first 2 innings or the first 3 innings, but then he settled in and he still pitched 5 innings. So again, their bullpen wasn't crazy taxed. He kept them in the game and they come back and they win 10-5. Those are the little things that I think make a Friday night starter. He doesn't panic. He doesn't quit on his team. He stays in the game and manages to throw 5 innings. So Kentucky with a nice comeback win there, and they won 10-5. Queens and Georgia crushed them. Again, Volchko though, what's going on with my guy Volchko? Where are my Dogs fans? Why is Volchko walking so many people against Queens? I need him throwing a ton of strikes against them. I'm a little concerned about him. And when I say concerned, I'm splitting hairs here, but Tennessee walked it off. Wow, fake bunt. Wow. I feel like that's some Tennessee shit right there. Some fake bunt shit. But good for them. Let's see. 44 degrees, 98 exit velos, only getting out very short porches. Oh, wow. All right. We got some Texas fans arguing whether it was a home run or not. 44-degree angle is that's wow. What else we got, chat? What else we got? Vanderbilt, Connor Fennell struck out the first 6 batters. I tweeted that. He gave up a couple runs, but he had 11 strikeouts against North Dakota State, and they won 14-2, and they took care of business. Johnston hit another home run. Where are my LSU fans? Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you. Where are my LSU fans? Kason Evans looked like a Friday night starter tonight, huh? I think the announcer said he retired 15 in a row, 9 strikeouts, 10 strikeouts or something in 5 2/3. But again, it's so interesting, and I want him to be a starter, but again, just little things. The third time through the order, it looks like they see his shit, but I'm a huge Nate Yeske fan. Genuinely like the man. We're friends. We text, we talk. Every time I see him, we chop it up. So, and obviously he knows his shit. They lead the SEC in strikeouts again right now, and he's done it, I think, 2 years in a row. But I don't love his pitch calling for Kason Evans, like third time through the lineup. I feel like I want him to pitch off of his fastball a little bit more. And again, Nate knows him so much better. They have so much more analytics than I have. I just have eye test, but it just seems like, I don't know, he puts himself in weird counts where he has to throw this fastball and then his fastball gets hit. I don't know, and it's interesting to me. So I'm not questioning Yeski. I don't know. There's something about it that's not sitting right with me. Let's see. What do we got? ECU trying to Houdini their way out of a second straight inning. Wow. Who's ECU have again? They had a big game this weekend, right? Was it Coastal maybe? I think it was Coastal, right? How about Virginia waxing that ass of North Carolina at North Carolina on Friday night? I kind of love that with the new Virginia coaches from Duke. Good for them. That's a big win for them. They had that transfer pitcher and he shoved. Wow, are they beating them, Logan? Oh yeah, it says in Conway. I'm an idiot. Sorry. I'm excited to watch Vandy's Saturday guy that's going to be replacing Austin Nye tomorrow, the Wyatt Nadeu kid. I don't know if anybody caught the show this afternoon, but he's the guy that filled in for Austin on Saturday last weekend when Austin left the game after the first inning against Arizona. True freshman. He probably looks like he's 6'5", 6'6", big donkey guy. Kind of throws over the top with a heater, 94 to 96, big curveball, throws a nice little gyro slider at 88 to 90. So I'm excited to see him on the weekend, how he handles his nerves. Obviously, I don't think North Dakota State's going to be a crazy test for him, but obviously if he is in the rotation for SEC next weekend, this is a nice way to get your feet wet. So I'll be anxious to see how he does. Wow. So we got a tied game, bases loaded. Wow. Let's go. Coastal has winning run at third. Oh my God. Dude, did anybody see Cliff Godwin's interview last weekend? They lost. It's a tough start for my guy Cliff Godwin this year so far, but they lost a game and they asked him, they're like, "How are you feeling?" He goes, "How am I feeling? I'm feeling pretty bad. I hate losing and I want to get away from you right now." It was so funny. It was something along those lines, but it was all time. I don't know. I just thought it was so great. So I love that one from old Cliff Godwin. We got LSU. LSU's trying to get some 3 outs here, and then they go home, I think, right? 15-2 against Sac State. Let's see. They'll get it fixed on the same page. Who's that? Who are we talking about? Go Tigers? Are we talking about ECU? They have too good a pitching if you're talking about ECU. Yeah, they're a tournament team. I don't know if they'll host after the losses and the tough start that they've had now, but yeah. What do we got? How about, oh my God. I've been not joking, but like I've been talking about Mizzou, right? And driving the Mizzou bandwagon. Mizzou got their asses kicked 12-4 today against UIC, Illinois Chicago came in there and waxed that ass against Mizzou. And they beat their Friday night guy, Javen Pimentel, only threw an inning in the third and got roughed around, 6 earned runs. So Mizzou, pumpkin. They turned back into a pumpkin. They were on their winning streak. Sorry, Mizzou fans. I was riding the bandwagon for a little while, but little did we know, UIC just spanking them right before SEC play. Damn it. Kason and Yeski. What do we got? Kason and Yeski. What do we got? What does that mean? Auburn takes it 10-0. Yeah, John Roberts. Marciano had another good one. I was talking about him earlier. He finally walked a guy this year. So he had 29 strikeouts and no walks to start the year. Tonight he had 6 strikeouts in 6 innings. He did have a walk, though. So 35-1 K to walk ratio to start the year for Jake Marciano, transferring from Virginia Tech, making a nice transition into being the Friday night starter for Auburn. I'm excited to see him against SEC competition next weekend. What else we got? What about Florida? Did Florida come back? Did they wind up losing? Is it a final? It was the 9th inning last time I checked. Yes, he did. John Roberts. Yeah. I do have that in my notes. Is that a thing? Because he hit 2 batters last weekend. Now, I praise him a lot so far this year. I think the reason he's so successful is because he pitches into righties so much. How many of those 4 batters were hit batters on fastballs on the inside part of the plate? I'm totally okay with that, especially if you're not going to walk guys. If you're not going to walk guys, you can hit guys if you're pitching inside. Totally. I'm so good with that. So that's, to me, that's fine. I just got to go back and watch. I hadn't watched the tape yet, so I'm going to go back and watch his games. But A&M won game 2, 10-2, so they won their first 2 against Oakland. Not surprising. Florida down 7-2. Oh my God. Game 3, is that for Texas A&M BTTS? All of them. Yeah, I told you. That's what I was saying, John. Like, so I'm fine with that. I'm fine with him hitting 4 righties on the inside, coming in with heaters, because that's what makes him successful so far. Is he commands that inside part of the zone. The hitters know that he's coming in there, and they have to respect that changeup away. What's going on with LSU? They're going to ruin this, like, this 10-run rule. Watch this, and they're going to have to win in the bottom of the 7th. Watch this. It's going to happen. No, it's not. We got 1 more out. At least I got basketball. Weather moving through the state. Yeah. Let's see. How did Kuhns look? I haven't watched. I'm going to watch his game tomorrow. I'm going to play that back tomorrow. I haven't had a chance. I've only watched Case and Evans so far. I watched what game did I watch earlier? I watched Case and Evans. What game was I watching earlier? I'm blanking right now. Florida, Tennessee. Oh, I watched the Ole Miss game. I watched Townsend a little bit. I watched A&M, Sadeo, and Oakland because my Oakland boys. So I'm going to go back and watch some of these games. How did Kuhns look? Gackle did okay. Yeah, his line was good. I have to go back and watch his game, but his line looks good. 6 innings, 5 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 6 Ks. Stetson's a good little team, so I want to go back and watch it. But again, it's what I talked about in the middle of the day today when we talked in the preview show. I got to see a little fire under his ass as a Friday night starter. So I want to see like how he commanded the game and how he sets the tone on Friday night. I still feel like Colin Fisher is their Friday night guy, but and again, nothing personal against Gackle. It seems like a nice kid. But again, I want somebody with a little bit of fire on my Friday night. Yeah, no, absolutely. You're right, Mobley. You're right. Tennessee actually came back, John Roberts. They won 4-3. Yes, they were losing 3-2, but they came back 4-3, and they won in the bottom of the 9th, I believe. Texas scored again. What's the score there? It was 6-2. What do we got? Trying to see all my other notes here. Nobody said anything about South Carolina. Did that game get rained out or anything? It's not on D1. I don't see it under SEC. What's going on there? I don't have a South Carolina score. Did it get pushed back or something today? Are they not playing today? South Carolina and Princeton. 7-2 Texas right now. Kuhns, what do we got? Gave up some loud contact at times, but addled through. Okay outing. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go watch on Synergy tomorrow. Looks like LSU just won their game, so let's see what else we got. Let's see what other games we got on the tube right now. Lamar and what's SF Austin? I don't know what SF stands for. That's embarrassing. I should probably know that. I can't believe Florida's about to lose to High Point on a Friday night. What's going on in Florida? How did Miami do against Boston College? I haven't checked that score yet. Let's put on the Texas game in the background. Let's see how some of their hitters do. 8-2. Robbins is coming in the dugout. He just scored or what? Stephen F. Austin. I knew that. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Jesus Christ. I knew that. What? The Arkansas game wasn't on TV? This is what I'm talking about. I made a tweet, and there were some people that kind of gave me some shit about it, but are you kidding me? Arkansas's Friday night game in the SEC when you have a first rounder is not televised? That's some horse shit. South Carolina Upstate is really cutting down the run at home plate down 8-2. Okay. Kind of respect it. I kind of respect that. I'm kind of on board with that. I don't understand it, but I respect it. All right, here we go. Evan talks sports. Talk to me. Volchko getting consistent in the strike zone with the fastball could be nice for the Dogs Friday night starter. Okay, so talk to me, Evan, because I've been a big Volchko fan coming into the year. I was very curious about him. I don't, and again, this is nothing against the kid. I think it was because I had such high expectations. It's not because I think he's been disappointing, because you look at his numbers and his body of work, it is not bad. But I've been a little disappointed. I think just because I had such high expectations with Wes Johnson and all that. I don't know. And so little things like 3 walks tonight in 6 innings, right, against a team like Queens. I don't think that shit's going to fly in the SEC. So I just haven't seen him be like electric and super sharp. I like his stuff. I think the low to mid 90s fastball plays with the nice curveball and the slider. Like I'm there. I see it. The body's there. The delivery is a little choppy for me and a little effort driven, but I don't know. I'm a Volchko fan, so talk to me. What do we think? What do we think, Evan? Miami's up 7-6. I thought that was going to be a tough game for them. Uh-oh. Did Texas get that? Oof, just missed it. Who was that? Who hit that? 31? Who was that? Got the top of the order up for Upstate now. Oh, I missed it, Logan. I didn't know. BC tied it up with Miami. I didn't see that. Wow. Fire out some questions, guys. If we have some more questions, make sure you guys put your questions in. I'm probably going to go for about 30 to 45 minutes. So we're at like 20. I'll probably go another like 15, 20 minutes. If we're rolling, though, I'm down to stay. We got nobody in the chat. Let him mean Borba is 31. Okay, I was wondering. That's what I thought it was. He's got a homer tonight. He just missed another one right there. That's one where like the wind might have grabbed that one because it was so high up in the air. So do we have any news on South Carolina and Princeton? I did not see any in my notes. It looks like that game might have gotten pushed back. Bama was winning 2-0 against North Florida. Let me check on that score. Dude, I can't believe Florida's going to lose this game. I keep saying that, but Bama up 3-0. Love it. Ole Miss up 13-0 in Evansville. I did call that. I said that could be an ugly series for Evansville. Their stats, I feel bad because they're not a bad program. They're really not a bad program. But their stats are really bad right now. Who's this big boy for Texas? Who do we got? This lefty. I got some serious rain here in Michigan. I can hear it through my ceiling. Let's see. Justin LeBron's got a hit in 3 at-bats. How about Grahovic hitting a home run for Texas A&M today too, huh? How did he look? How's he looking? I know Sorrell looks friggin' unbelievable rolling into SEC. Hayden LeFew, big lefty. Let's see what we got here for Texas. Wake transfer. All right, let's do it. Yeah, there's storms all around the country. I think Moobly. I know a lot of people are dodging some weather this weekend, and I'm getting it up here in Michigan. Wow, look at this. Tyler Fay threw 4 innings, 5 Ks, 1 hit, 12 batters faced. We love that. So he has faced the minimum. He has gotten a double play ball with his 1 batter that has reached on a hit. I'd love to see that for him and Bama. I said if Bama got to their Floridas, if Bama got to North Florida starters, I think that they'll have some success. So let's see this big donkey. What do we got? 93 from the left side for Texas. Mr. Umpire, we called that a ball? That was a strike. That ball just literally crossed the whole plate. Ew. That's a disgusting fastball. Crossfire fastball. This kid's probably what, 6'5", 6'6". I think every pitcher on Texas is 6'4" or taller, minus their starters. Ruger's like 6 foot. All right, here we go. I love it. Thank you, Evan. Definitely not the best, but West continues to talk about the development he's made. I'm starting to see it more and more. A lot of backwards pitching. Nice. I did notice that against Oakland, he was pitching very much backwards. So again, right, like these are the things that's why I asked, and I appreciate that. And this is why the show is important to me too, because I watch the games, I analyze the games. I don't necessarily hear the coaches' press conferences. I don't hear their interviews after the game, but I literally tell people all the time, if you're a fan of a team, go listen to the press conferences, go listen to what the coach is saying after the game, because there's usually a plan there, right? There's usually some sort of attack that is happening that we're not even aware of. So those are the little things. I appreciate, Evan, you giving me some insight into that. And now when I go watch Joey start tomorrow morning, I'm going to go watch it through those lens. And again, that's kind of what I noticed against Oakland last weekend, that he was pitching backwards a little bit more. I train with, or a couple of the Oakland guys come into our facility up here in Michigan. And so I was texting them after the game about Volchko a little bit. And that's what they were saying is like, he didn't command the ball that as well as they thought. But then when they went back and looked at some of the tape and everything, they realized how much he really pitched backwards and commanded the zone with off speed. So again, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Thank you, Evan. Oh shit. Here we go. Bama gives up a 2-run homer right as I feel like that's on me, guys. I literally was reading Faye's stats and I was like, you know what? I shouldn't say this. I was thinking it. That's on me. That's 100% on me. I'm sorry, Bama fans, and I'm sorry, Tyler Faye. So that's on me. That's 100% on me. I really actually thought that. Maybe I actually thought the 2-run homer into existence too, because as I was thinking it, I was like, this doesn't feel right that I should be saying this. So that's on me. Mr. Umpire. Oh, good. I was going to say, are you going to ball him on that? So LeFew just comes in throwing 93 and 95. He just punched out somebody on a 95-mile-an-hour heater. That's nasty. That's a ball. Wow, actually. That is way off. Carson Tinney back there, though, that guy is special. I'm telling you, that is a Texas catch. A lot of Ks right there. Jesus. Texas is punching out the side tonight. Max Wiener's having himself a night. Max Wiener is going to enjoy his adult beverage after the game tonight. LeFew's got some confidence now. He's throwing 95 now. The base runner was a ball off the second base bag. Bama has baseball fans. I wish Bama had better baseball fans. I think I really want Bama to be good at baseball. I was really close to committing to Bama. Did you guys know that? They actually gave me a really good scholarship offer. I thought the women on Bama's campus were probably the most beautiful women I'd ever seen as a collective group of individual women in my life. It was pretty unbelievable. Nice swing. But we have an Anthony Pack Jr. there. Is it? Yeah, Anthony Pack, right? Did I say it right? Yeah, I wanted to go to Bama. They gave me a nice scholarship, but then LSU swooped in, Vanderbilt swooped in, and I was a little hesitant about Bama, but whew, that was a good visit. Texas up 8-2 going into the bottom of the 8th. What else we got? What else we got here? Games are wrapping up. I feel like I did that. I feel really bad for Faye. That's on me. That's really bad. I feel like a bad host for an SEC show. Yeah, I think I'm yeah, I do think I'm a Horns fan this year. I really do. I think I am. I hate to say it because I know my purple and gold bloodlines will probably disown me. How about Florida? Florida's going to lose this. Did they lose? Did Florida lose? I'm about to refresh it and see if they lost on Friday night. They did. They lost 7-2. That is wild. And how about the freshman or the sophomore Barberi, the kid that we were talking about last weekend that came in after Peterson? He came in and gave up the loss. He was the one that gave it up. Interesting. Wow. So we got Bama still on the board tonight playing. Who else we got? Ole Miss is going to wrap up. They're up 14-0, top of the seventh. They're probably going to finish their game any minute. Texas has to get 3 outs in the top of the ninth. They're batting in the bottom of the eighth right now. Maybe get some insurance. Auburn won 10-0. What do we got, chat? We got anything else? Mississippi State's up 8-4 on Lipscomb, so they're probably going to close out that game soon. Chat, what we got? We got any other questions? Make sure you guys give me a follow on Twitter, Anthony Ranaudo, Ranaudo. I usually post some stuff about the starting pitchers. I do a weekend preview, and then I do a Friday night roundup as well. So I usually kind of put some notes out there. Obviously, it's a lot of stuff that we talked about tonight. But I kind of give you a little outlook, what to look for on Saturday and Sunday as well for your fan, if you're a fan of a team. And it's usually, again, from the pitching perspective, because I'm usually breaking down pitchers. Obviously, as we get into SEC play, there will be a lot more offensive talk, and it'll be a lot more rounded, perspectives and everything, because the competition will be a lot more evenly distributed. It's so hard for me to do these breakdowns. When Texas A&M is playing a team like Oakland right now, who is so banged up and is 1-13, South Carolina's playing Princeton. Like, it's just that you don't know what you don't know. So when everybody's playing equal opponents in the SEC, it's a lot easier to break down those games offensively. So didn't hear your thoughts on Ruger. 12 punchies in 6 innings. Kyle, that my thoughts on Ruger is, what the fuck is he doing in college baseball? I don't understand how he's in college baseball. I was literally on the phone with DJ LeMahieu this morning talking about him, saying that he's a AA, AAA pitcher that should be like fighting for to get into the big leagues this year. He doesn't. 80 pitches in 6 innings with 12 punch outs is stupid. Like, it's just, he's doing silly things. So I'm excited for him to start facing some SEC opponents to see if that changes anything. I don't know. I mean, I know what my eyes tell me, and his stuff is elite. It's major league shit. Like, it's like good major league shit, not just like, oh, that's a major league pitcher. It's like good major league shit. So again, now when you're facing SEC teams and there's another ace across the way and it's a 1-0 game. Now, I'm not saying Texas played a bunch of bad teams so far, but it just changes the stakes a little bit. And so, when that heart rate gets up a little bit more, is he still going to be as loose as he is, throwing 97 and being able to drop down and throw 92-mile-an-hour sidearm fastballs? I think so, because the kid's cocky as shit. He's got one of the best flows and mustaches that I've seen in college baseball. So I think he's going to be fine, and I'm excited to see him pitch in SEC. But drink local Beham. Oh, nice. Let's go. So yeah, Kyle, my thoughts on Ruger are I don't think I could say enough good things. I really don't. I really don't. It's crazy. So, how many double headers tomorrow? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that one. I'm gonna have to look it up. I know that things will be changing as the night goes on too, as more weather reports come in, and so I don't know. I don't know the answer to that right now. I'm sorry about that one. Look at this. Texas stealing bases in the bottom of the 8th. Texas is stealing bases in the bottom of the 8th, up 8-2. I love it. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Chat, what do we got? We got any more questions? I'm probably going to get going here. It's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. What do we got? We got a lot of people in the room. Fire away, chat. We got a lot of people in the room. Fire away. How long do we think Texas goes undefeated, squad? Did anybody watch the Auburn game? I haven't watched. I was curious about Winthrop. They were 10-2 coming into this, and I was kind of singing their praises a little bit, saying how they pitched it pretty well. They had a 3.45 ERA, and then Auburn comes out and smacks that ass 10-0 and 10 runs them. So, how did Winthrop look? Obviously, not too impressive. Anybody in the chat got anything on that? I haven't watched them yet. What happened to Liam Peterson? He looked, or I haven't watched the exact start. I mean, I haven't watched. What happened here? Uh-oh. I don't know what happened, but Liam Peterson's numbers look good. He pitched 5 innings, only gave up 1 hit, 2 earned. He did have 4 walks, so again, struggling with command. If he only pitched 5 innings, I would imagine his pitch count was high. He did strike out 11 batters again, so again, the stuff is there. We've never questioned Liam Peterson's stuff. We've always questioned the command, and it looked like he had some command issues. And those are the things why he came out of the game. He only gave up. It was 2-2 when he came out of the game. But when your starter only goes 5 innings, you'd like him to go 6 or 7, like what happened against Miami, and then you can go Jackson Barbary after that and close it out. But it looks like Barbary gave up 3 earned runs when he came in maybe the 8th inning or something like that. So, yeah. Arkansas versus Mississippi State and Fayetteville next weekend. Ooh-wee. That's going to be a crazy one. I'm going to tell you right now, if Gabe Gackle starts that game, Mississippi State's winning on Friday night. I'm just saying. I don't know. Never mind. Arkansas at home is so different. I shouldn't say that. They're so different. Arkansas at home, I shouldn't say. Yeah. But yes, we are going to find out who's who for sure. That's why I cannot wait. LSU is going to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's kind of banged up right now, so it looks like LSU is catching them at the right time. So that'll be interesting. What are some other ones opening up? I don't know the exact schedule. Winthrop pitching was not great. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, they had a 3-4-5 coming into the game, so I was curious to see what they like. Again, not that the SEC was playing too many like special teams this weekend, but Winthrop had kind of the best numbers of any pitching staff coming in of all the teams. So I was curious just to see what they had, but I do find a way to just hate on Arkansas. I really do. I think it's in my blood. I don't know what it is. I didn't grow up hating Arkansas. I think it was just all the years of playing them, and which is weird because it's funny because I have some really good friends that played at Arkansas, and I have the craziest respect for James McCann. I think he's one of the best ever. So again, like Dallas Keuchel is one of the best players ever in my mind. So I have a lot of respect for, and Brett Eibner too, one of the salt of the earth. Like I love the player, and Dave Van Horn. I don't know what it is. It's just something about Arkansas I can't get on board. I don't know. Bama at Kentucky, that'll be a good one. I'm actually excited about that. Ole Miss at Texas, that'll be fun. Wow. Texas running away with it a little bit. A&M at OU, wow, that'll be fun. Ooh, I feel like Robbins is going to hit a home run right here and really blow it open. It's 9-2. Oh, if Robbins hits a home run right here, that's a walk-off, huh? Oh, are you calling it too, Kyle? I love that. I love that. Let's go. Let's do it together. Uh-oh. Oppo? That's bleeding. Yep. 11-2. Well, that got ugly quick. All right, squad. That's probably going to wrap it for me. If we got no more questions, this was awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. We will be back on Monday with Glue Guys with Chris. Make sure you guys go download Underdog. They are the sponsor of the show. Make sure you guys use SECU. I'm going to read this promo right here, but you score $75 in bonus entries when you bet your first $5. Make sure you use SECU as your promo code. Thank you guys for joining me on a Friday night. We had a good crowd in here. You guys were awesome. This was fun. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I know, Kyle. That was close. But they might do it here. They might punch it across here, hit something in the gap. There's only one out. But yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate you. So much love. This group has been really fun to be a part of so far. This community that we're building with Glue Guys is awesome. Thank you guys. It's been great on Friday nights. And then Mondays and Thursdays at 12 o'clock Eastern time, 11 o'clock Central. Make sure you guys join us, myself and Chris Phillips. Thank you guys. I will see you guys Monday. Enjoy your guys' weekend. Check me out on Twitter all weekend. I will be there. Yes, Chris will be back from the grave. He has been putting IVs. He said he's feeling a little bit better. He was thinking about joining the show tonight, but I told him I thought I could hold it down. So appreciate you guys for all hopping in and being a part of it. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you put the alerts on so that way when we go live, you guys get all the alerts. Thank you guys for being here. Go follow C Philly and I on social media, and we will see you guys on Monday. Peace.